I just wanted to start and go over what my routine has been since I received the box. Um, Great results, excellent results. So I'm just going to go through each thing and tell you when I use it. This is the vacuum cleaning oil, and I use this as part of my double cleanse, but only in the evening. Every day, but only at night. Then I moved on to the aloe and oat cleanser. By the way, this vacuum, I'm going to be going in depth about it on Friday at 8 if you care to join me and hear how this has been working for me and how I've been using it. Next step is the aloe and oat cleanser. I use this AM and PM. Lovely. It just foams just a little tiny bit. What I love about this is that everything is less is more, you know. If something is not working right for you, try less. I mean, really, I've learned that the hard way. Uh, so after the aloe and oat, I do the botanical. Okay, this is the botanical acid toner. This, oh, you don't want to be without this. This, I think, is a contributing factor to the lessening of my pores, the tightening of my skin. I use this morning and night. It doesn't burn. Um, it's fabulous. It's really, really great. Hi, everybody. So after I do my toner and I leave it on for the 20 minutes, I wait, leave it on for the 20 minutes, and then I start with my serums. And that's all during the day. In the evening, at that point, I would use the witch's brew mask. And what I will tell you is that I was only using this like twice a week, and I was not happy with my results. And I started using this every other night. And I can't begin to tell you the difference that it's made. The brightening, it's just unbelievable. Really, really good. So after the witch's brew mask, then I start with the serums. I am addicted to Lift. Hello, Katie. Thanks for joining me. This is the only item. Hi, Natalie. Okay, watch the replay later. Thank you. Thanks for stopping in. This is the only non-box item that I just refuse not to use. And for the sake of the experiment of the full box products, I'm only using this on my neck in my morning routine. After that, I move on to my apple cider serum. In the daytime, in the AM, I only put on, how long? Okay, Gretchen says, how long do you keep the mask on? Regular 20 or so? Yes, 20. 20 minutes. I keep the witch's brew mask on for about 20 minutes. But, you know, I don't want to get into too much detail, but that witch's brew mask and all those fabulous powders that are in it, that are in the rice bran oil, once I've had it on for 20 minutes, I kind of like know where my little spots are. And because of those powders, I just kind of rub for a little bit, gently, but the exfoliation that you get before you wash it off, bar none. This is just, the lighting is not fair. I am washed out. You're not seeing my real skin. I've been trying so hard to get a more natural kind of light so that you can actually see what the heck I look like, but it's impossible. I mean, I've tried everything. The only time I think you could get a clear representation is maybe daylight, you know, because other than that, I just look washed out and I look a lot shinier and a lot nicer than what I am. Even though I'm not complaining. I love my skin. So yeah, with the witch's brew mask, 20 minutes. And like I said, I know that I have little dark spots. So I take the advantage of the powder and the oils, and I just kind of give myself a little extra exfoliation in places where I need it. And then I wash it off. Fabulous. And then lift. And then after my lift, because it's the only non-full box product that I use, because I want to just immerse myself in the full box products and report back to you how spectacular they are. I start with the apple cider serum. It's lovely. It's light. It's good. During the day, I use 2 drops. That's it. That's all you need. 2 drops. At night, I'm a little more generous with myself because I apply everything a little heavier. 3 drops, and you're good to go. Your whole face. Excellent. After the apple cider serum, I reach for my pumpkin latte serum. And these things absorb for me very quickly. Hi, Debbie. Thank you so much for stopping in. These serums actually absorb very well for me. And again, I take my pumpkin spice latte serum, 2 drops in my AM routine, 3 in my nighttime routine. Excellent. Then I use my Dorian Gray oil. You know Dorian Gray is fantastic. It's the frickin', Gretchen says it's the frickin' plumpingest pumpkin spice latte. It really is, Gretchen. I mean, look at how bouncy my skin is. It just bounces right back. It's amazing. The little plumping. It's really, really nice, especially for those of us. Hi, Elizabeth. Welcome. Especially for those of us who are starting to feel a little dragged down, a little hollow, losing some of that tone, the muscles in our face. So that plumping just really, really makes life and gives you that youthful appearance, or that dewy plumpiness. This is fantastic, Gretchen. I agree with you. Oh, Gretchen, don't. I'm so sorry to hear that. You know what? Maybe we'll chat later after this. I'm always available, and you can instant message me and we can talk all about it and just get it off your chest and vent a little bit. So after I do my Dorian Gray oil, and I also use the Dorian Gray oil morning and evening routine, but I only use 1 drop. Kisses, Gretchen. I only use 1 drop during the day and 3 at night because, well, it's good and I'm going to bed and it just gets to soak all in and be fabulous and wonderful. After the Dorian Gray, then I use the Ekaterina. Did I miss the bat? Yes, you missed the bat, but the bat is the bomb. The bat, Gretchen is asking if she missed the bat, and I must tell you the bat is one of my favorite things from the full box because unlike the strawberry toner, which was nice, but I found it to be a little stingy and a little sticky. And the bat is the bomb. It's not stingy. It's not sticky. It really leaves my face feeling glass-like, so smooth. And for me, I think it's helped tighten up my pores. So that's what was going on with the bat, Gretchen. The Ekaterina is the last step that I do at night. Well, besides my eye cream, we'll go into that next. But the Ekaterina is the last thing that I do. And I don't have to tell you how fabulous it is. They don't call this a luxury cream for nothing. I'm not getting into too much detail about each product because I will in the weeks to come on Friday. Every Friday, I'm going to be reviewing another product from the full box. So we can go into detail about it then. Hi, Darcy. Thank you for stopping in, my darling. So there are just a couple of things that I have to cover. Yes. Gretchen says the bat is the bomb. It sure is, Gretchen. A couple of topics that I have to cover this evening, and I don't want to take up too much of your time, is what are the major changes that I have experienced using the full box. Like I said, I'm only using the full box products. I forgot to mention routine AM, bright eyes in the morning, and the eye oil gel in the evening. Only the full box products have I been using, except for the lift, and only using it on my neck because I really just want to put these products through their paces and know exclusively that any results that I'm getting are specifically from these products and nothing else. I have seen an incredible shrinkage of my pores and fine lines. Yesterday, I posted a picture of myself July 15th and a picture of myself August 5th. Even I couldn't believe the difference. Like, I knew my skin was looking good, but I really wasn't looking at pictures or comparing yesterday to today. But when I put those two pictures side by side, my pores, fine lines, wrinkles, the deepening, this deep little laugh line I have here just kind of plumped up a little bit. Everything is smoother. Everything is plumpy. Everything is juicy. It's the end of the day. I did my routine very early in the day. I ran out. I was running all over with my mom today. So I've got a little mascara on my brow. And sorry about that. I forgot to turn off my phone. That really is the pits. Like I said, I was out all day, so I just have remnants of some mascara and some eyebrows. And my skin still kind of looks fresh. Sometimes at this time of day especially, my skin starts to look a little tired, a little droopy. I haven't found so with this combination of products that are in the fall box. As far as anyone noticing changes in my skin, my mom, because she's my #1 fan, and she noticed. As far as the rest of the world, no, because I was addicted to makeup. I always had the perfect foundation, the perfect highlighter, the perfect contour. I'm tired talking about it. So my skin always looked perfect, but it was from makeup. It wasn't because I had perfect skin. It wasn't because I had perfect skin. So one person, one stranger saw me and she was like, "Oh my God, you're glowing. What do you use on your skin?" And of course I had to go into the whole thing. So a couple of people noticed, but not many, but they didn't notice because it's my fault, because I always used to cover up my nice skin. So people always thought, well, my ugly skin until I started using this. So people always thought, oh, she's got great skin. No, I have great makeup. Now I have great skin. Next week, I am not going to change anything in my routine. I'm going to leave my AM and my PM exactly the same. I'm going to mask every other day. And as long as I don't run out of these products, I will be using these products and these products only, the products from the full box, until we start selling the full box, and then most likely I will be buying a full box. Gretchen says, "Oh my God, we're like lost twins. You stopped wearing makeup too." Yes, girl. Oh my God. When they told me about this thing and it's 10 steps, I was like, I'm not going to do 10 steps. Nah. And then I sat down at my vanity the next morning and I was like, cleansing oil, foundation, highlighter, contour, this primer, that primer. I was like, what am I, crazy? I'm crazy. And I'm just layering all this gunk on my face when maybe I can have some nice skin. But see, the thing was that I was always disappointed because nothing I ever tried ever gave me any results. And so, boom, back with the makeup. Until now, this actually really worked. Gretchen says, "Oh my God, I says the same freaking thing." It's true. Now I really love my skin. So no changes to my routine next week. Everything is going to be exactly how it is. I don't expect any breakouts or anything. I don't expect the weather to break. So I'm not changing anything. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Gretchen says, yep, because you only trust Adeline Cohen, SB. It's not that I trust them, it's that it works. Finally, thousands of dollars and so many years wasted trying to find that holy grail. I found my holy grail. Um, about my ritual and my self-care, my morning ritual is great because I kind of do things quickly. I do give myself 20 minutes for my BAT in the morning, but that's because I can go and make coffee and do a couple straightening around. So that gives me that 20 minutes that it really needs to do its work. So that's so great. I made time for that where I would not have in the past. And the evening, I luxuriate. Now, instead of having, well, I'm not a drinker, but you know how some people have a glass of wine in the evening to unwind? Well, no, now I have a vacuum cleansing oil massage. And I just sit in my couch in front of my TV and I just luxuriate. And I never used to do that. Now I'm like, yay. I feel like such a diva princess. And then after I do that, I take a nice hot washcloth and I just lay it on. Oh, and I just let it all seep and steam and then I wipe it off. I mean, it is so good. It is so, so, so good. I just take my time and I do my steps and I drop a little serum now and I drop a little serum later, and it's wonderful. That has been a ritual. That has been the relaxation that I have gained. Just taking my time, doing my skin, not in a hurry. And when I finally get into bed at the end of the night, I just feel so good. So, 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 so good. Elizabeth says that's how I feel. Right? Isn't it like such a special treat? I mean, because I never really, I never really bothered taking care of my skin. Like, yes, I tried cleansers and yes, brushes and yeah, but nothing nothing gave me the results that I could say, wow, if I do this, my skin does this. I'm down. I'll take the 30 minutes. I'll take the 40 minutes to make myself feel good so that I could look good. And looking good makes me feel good because I'm a girly girl. Um, I'm a little bit I'm a girly girl. I like, curls, hair, bows, ooh, shiny stuff. That's my thing. Unexpected results. I was using before I started the fall box. I was using another routine. Same. It was SB, but it was like rose stuff and Dorian Gray, the serum and the oil. And my results were okay, but because I wasn't really dedicating the time to it, my results were okay. Now that I've dedicated my time to let all you know how fantastic this box is, I made sure that I do every single step and I make time for it in the morning. I make it so that it's not a big deal. Like I said, I wash my face only with the aloe and oat. I put on my bat. I go do my coffee, whatever thing. By the time that's all done, I can put on my serums, boom, 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 put on a little ECAT, my sunscreen, and I am out the door. It's not a big deal. And at night, I luxuriate in it. The unexpected results were, I thought my skin was good with what I was using. But what I'm using now is just so full of everything aging, dry skin needs. Gretchen says, do you think you're also observing more carefully because you're a viewer? Yes, as a matter of fact, in my blog, I had mentioned a thank you to all of you because I'm accountable to you. And when you have an accountability buddy, you're my accountability buddies. I have been my routine, morning and night, not changing it, making sure I get it done, and the results, thank you all. for letting me be a reviewer and holding me responsible to you, because the results are just ridiculous. You have to go back and look at the picture from yesterday that I put. I also, in the comments, I put them one on top of the other so that you can blow them up. The results are just incredible, my ladies. I can't wait for all of you to have this. I can't wait. And like I said, I don't want to go into too much about why or who or what it works, because each Friday I'm going to go over another product and tell you my experiences and how I used it and what results it's given me. And really, I'm done. That's it. I ran over a little bit. It's supposed to be between 15, 10, and 15. I went to 23, and for that I apologize. So I just want to thank you all so much for joining me. Darcy, Gretchen, Elizabeth, thank you. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe and like to the Sabbatical Beauty channel. Thank you so much, and I hope I see you all again on Friday. Have a good night.